Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to learn about single sideband transmission. It's me Sridevi, Professor of ECE. So after completion of this module, the learners can able to understand the generation of single sideband modulated signal. They can also gain knowledge about power savings in SSB, and the learners can able to understand LSB, USB and its transmission details. Before moving the topic SSB transmission, let us have the recap about amplitude modulation. As discussed in the previous video, we know that amplitude modulation or the modulating signal modulates amplitude, frequency or phase of the carrier according to the variations in amplitude. This results amplitude, frequency and phase modulation. The phase and frequency modulation is also called as angle modulation. So in amplitude modulation, the amplitude of the carrier signal is varied in according to the variations of the amplitude of the modulating signal. So the carrier parameters such as amplitude is varied, then it is called as amplitude modulation. If the carrier parameter frequency is varied, then it is called as frequency modulation. If the carrier parameter, if the phase angle is varied, then it is called as phase modulation. So amplitude modulation, frequency modulation and phase modulations are totally called as analog modulations. So initially amplitude modulation is classified as three types. One is modulated signal with three terms. One is carrier, single LSB and USB. Then modulated signal with carrier suppressed, that is called as double sideband suppressed carrier, and modulated signal with carrier and any one of the sideband is suppressed, that is called as single sideband suppressed carrier modulation. So in this case SSB, we are going to learn about the methods of SSB transmission. So the methods are filter method, phase shift method and modified phase shift method. So in SSB, in case of double sideband suppressed carrier, one of the main drawback is it needs lot of power to transmit the signal while comparing with SSB. So SSB have more power consumption than DSB. So in this category, double sideband suppressed carrier modulated system, this contains two sidebands. So in this block diagram, we are going to learn about generation of SSB by using filter method. So this method consists of one crystal oscillator, buffer, balanced modulator, audio amplifier, filter for other sideband suppression, single sideband filter and crystal oscillator or synthesizer with balanced mixer to produce SSB output. Here the two sidebands of images are, they carry the same information. The main drawback of the double sideband suppressed carrier modulated signal is it have only two sidebands, LSB and USB. Both LSB and USB, they carries the same information. So the same information is repeated. That's why any one of the sideband is enough to know about the information. So either LSB or USB is enough. So one of the sideband is suppressed, we can understand the information. So only SSB, it is enough to transmit the information from the initial, that is the transmitter session. If LSB is suppressed, we can have USB. If USB is suppressed, we can have LSB. So here this session, single sideband, here only one sideband is transmitted. So the bandwidth of the transmitter and the channel is just, it is only FM in case of double sideband, and in case of double sideband with the carrier that requires 2 times FM, that is 2 FM. So bandwidth requirement is half than that of the previous two categories. Then the power of the suppressed carrier and the sideband is saved, hence the transmitter power requirement in SSB is saved. And in the previous block diagram, we talked about the crystal oscillator. This is used to generate SSB. So a crystal controlled oscillator that produce the carrier frequency, and message signal is given as the input. So carrier signal and message signal both are sent as the input of the balanced modulator. Balanced modulator is used to produce the modulated signal. Here the modulated signal produced is nothing but the single sideband signal. So one of the sideband is allowed and another sideband is suppressed. So which sideband we want to have is passed, and it is obtained at the end of the modulator side. The second type of SSP generation is by using phase shift method. So by using the phase shift method, SSP generation, SSP can be generated. It uses a phase shift technique that causes one sideband and another sideband can be cancelled. So here there is no need of filtering. So this is comparing it in the previous category filtering session. Phase shift method is somewhat better because the design of filter is not needed in case of phase shift method. So here the crystal oscillator, buffer, same thing, balanced modulator, audio amplifier. This one is the block diagram we discussed about the generation of SSP by using filter method. But in case of the second method, that is there is no need of filters. Here the sidebands which is not needed can be cancelled by using this phase shift method. Here this uses the technique which is called as phase cancellation or sideband cancellation technique. The modulating signal x of t is given as the input of the product modulator, and here this session is divided into two. One is upper part, another one is called as lower part. Upper part we are having on product modulator 1, and lower part also we are having product modulator 2. Both modulators requires two inputs. One is modulating signal directly given to product modulator 1, and the carrier signal is given Vc cos 2 pi fct is given as the input of the product modulator 1. So these two are given as the input of the product modulator 1, and the output of the product modulator is double sideband suppressed carrier waveform. And the second lower part we are having the product modulator 2. Here the input signal x of t is given as 90-degree phase shift by using Hilbert transform, and x of t is converted as x cap of t and given as one of the input of product modulator 2, and the another input of product modulator 2 is carrier signal, that is also given as 90-degree phase shift and given as input of another input of same product modulator 2, and both are get multiplied, and output of product modulator 2 is x cap of t multiplied with Vc sin 2 pi fct. So 90-degree phase shift of cos is called as sin, so that it is Vc sin 2 pi fct, and while given as input of adder, both product modulator output are given as the input of adder circuit. So product modulator 1 output and product modulator 2 output both are added, and after addition they are get cancelled. So here product modulator 1 output is x of t into Vc cos 2 pi fct, and product modulator 2 output is x cap of t after Hilbert transform, it is x cap of t and Vc sin 2 pi fct, both are added. So while adding these two by using mathematical calculations, this can be added, and one of the sideband is cancelled. So if we want to get LSB, we can give the phase shift as upper product modulator directly and lower product modulator as 90-degree phase shift, and another sideband is needed, means we can reverse that, that is product modulator 1 is given as 90-degree phase shift and another product modulator is given as directly. So the main drawback of this is here 90-degree phase shift, that is by using Hilbert transform. The network for the modulating signal is extremely critical. We need 90-degree phase shift. So this can be this 90-degree phase shift has to provide the correct phase shift of 90-degree at the modulating signal, so that only it can able to cancel each other. So here, as discussed earlier, here there is no need of filter. So here the sidebands can be cancelled, so the filter design and that complications are reduced in case of this phase shift modulator. And here we have the quiz questions based upon SSP transmission. The question here is, Y is no carrier signal transmitted when the amplitude of the modulating signal is 0 in an SSB transmission. So here you have to understand the question, why is no carrier signal transmitted, why there is no carrier signal is transmitted when the amplitude of the modulating signal is 0. When the amplitude of the modulating signal is 0 means there is no modulating signal. So here no because of that there is no sideband is generated, that is the answer. Attenuation, there is no chance of attenuation, and there is no possibility of undermodulation, and all the sidebands are suppressed, that is also not possible. So when there is no sideband is generated, here no carrier signal transmitted. Hope you can understand this session. So here the answer here is, in an SSB the carrier signal is suppressed, and also only when a modulating signal is present in the sideband is produced. When there is no modulating signal, there is no sidebands produced in the carrier, and is also suppressed, hence nothing is transmitted. That is the explanation of the quiz question what we discussed now, and hope you understood this session clearly. So you can understand the concepts of SSB transmission by using three methods: filter method and phase shift method, and also another one technique is also remaining there, that is also that is called as modified phase shift method. So we know the basic concepts about filter method and phase shift method. Filter method drawback is the design of filter is difficult, and that can be rectified in the case of phase shift method. Thank you.